Yu-Gi-Oh 101 card review. Hit a review a card coming in the new challengers. What we're looking at here is Wyrm that's been released in the new challengers. What we're looking at here is Wyrm the Genesis Dragon. It's a dark dragon fusion effect monster, level 9, attack 2700, defense 2000, description. Two normal monsters. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card cannot be destroyed by battle except with a normal monster. Also, it is unaffected by other monster effects. You can only control one Wyrm, the Genesis Dragon. So, it's crazy, right? A monster that can only be destroyed by battle with normal monsters. So Blue Eyes White Dragon will be able to take it out, but still, like they're really pushing normal monsters to get some type of play again. And funny enough, that it can only be destroyed by normal monsters. It can only be fusion summoned by using normal monsters. So, like they're really trying to push the normal monster agenda again. Um, Now this include normal monsters that are also pendulum monsters. They do have those, so those do count. But nevertheless, man, like they are really pushing it with with these normal monsters. But yeah, it's also unaffected by other monster effects, which is cool. And like they limited how many of these you can have on the field. But nevertheless, man, like two normal monsters, like who would have thought we would have seen this? I mean, like just two, or just any two normal monsters, just throw them together and just fuse them, and there you go. So, dude, like there's so many builds that can take advantage of this. Like there's Gemini builds out there. There's, I think the Heretic, like they use like a lot of normal monsters, right? Like the Heretics, or like normal or Gemini monsters. But yeah, the Geminis can use it. When they're first summoned, they're treated as normal monsters, and a lot of Dragon decks can use this as well because when the normal dragons are in the graveyard, you'll be able to, use cards like Dragon Mirror to get it out. And then on top of that, I'm thinking of cards like Dragon Soul Castle can put more dragon type monsters in the graveyard for you to use that if you're using Dragon Mirror with it, Dragon's Mirror. So yeah, like there's a lot of ways to get this thing on the field, and not to mention there's cards like Princess Cologne, there's Rescue Rabbit, um, and other cards that can gather the normal monsters that you need. So this is a pretty interesting thing to see in Yu-Gi-Oh! That where they would just give you a basic fusion monster using two normal monsters. So that's something that you don't see too often. So it's a good card. Like there's no doubt about that. You Very high attack, limits to what can destroy it. It's very anti-monster effect, or it's very anti-effect monster, even though it has effects of its own. Ironic, ain't it? So, link to this card is going to be in the description. You guys can check it out, and I'll see you for the next card review. Peace.